narrative level to make it look like what Kendrick is doing on the West. So I said, damn, what Drake finna do? Now, here's the thing. Me personally, I said, well, Drake could drop a hit at any time. What he got to do is just get back to rapping. I said that he should drop a timestamp, whatever. And obviously, I don't know if he's listening. I don't know if he's taking advice. Or maybe this is probably his motto. By the way, I do think he has the hit in the tuck. He has his hit in the tuck, I believe. He drops the Hard Part 6. Now, keep in mind, this is coming off not like this, even though it's a song that sounds like it's ready for the club. The cover art was Drake's house with pedophile pedophile thingies over the crib, right? He's also talking about Drake like young girls. You know what I mean? That struck a chord, maybe some minor, whatever the case is, right? Drake finally decided to respond more with bars. And this is where we are with the Hard Part 6. It's produced, actually, we now find out, by Boy Wonder and Coleman. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm very pleased by this record, okay? Because, again, if we get to a hit song off, like who could drop the bigger hit, I'm confident in my guy, 100,000%. But there's a lot of things that need to be addressed that we need to rap about. And again, we'll get to the hit songs, but this is why this is important. So anyway, he drops this song, and he uses the Aretha Franklin "Prove It" song as a sample. Now let's get through some of the bars in the verse. It says, "The Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of when the trial then? Where's the paperwork or the cabinet that is filed in? 1090 Jake would have took all the walls down. The streets would have had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal Connect stand up, not fall down. The ones you're getting your stories from, they all clowns. I'm a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket's covered in medals, honor, and decoration." Ooh, I like this. Okay, he talking that shit. Again, remember I told you I didn't sleep last night? I was thinking like, damn, is Drake down bad? Is his confidence? Because y'all know, I've talked to Drake during, a lot of this shit. Drake has only ever talked to me with supreme confidence. He's never wavered. He's never seemed unsure. He's never seemed like, damn, they got me. So when Kendrick dropped 3 joints, I'm wondering, I'm like, is this going to change? And I ain't going to lie, he talking that shit. He said, "I'm a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket's covered in medals, honor, and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with desperation. We plotted for a week, and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you're not concerned with the investigation. Instead, you in an advantage studio, it's a celebration." Instead, you in an advantage. That's an important line. We're going to get back to that. It's a celebration. You got to learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on the speculation, you dumb and reactive. Nigga, I'm petty with the dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? Why isn't Whitney denying all the allegations? Why is she following Dave Free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months. The distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis under the pictures of the child. Speaking of anything with the child, let's get to that now. The Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, I. Wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Ooh, shit. Oh, there's a record. Oh, Mother I Sober is what. Wait, Kendrick got molested? What the fuck? I'm sensitive. I feel everything. I feel everybody. One man stand on two words. Heal everybody. Transformation, then reciprocation. Karma must return. Heal myself. Secrets that I hide. Buried in these words. Death threats. Ego must die. But I let it purge. Pacify broken pieces of me. It was all a blur. Mother cried. Put thy, I guess, hands on her. It was family ties. I heard it all. I should have grabbed the gun, but I was only 5. I still feel it weighing on my heart. My first tough decision in the shadows, clinging to my soul as my only critic. Where's my faith? Told you I was Christian, but just not today. I transformed, praying to trees. God is taking shape. My mother's mother followed me for years in her afterlife, staring at me on the back of some buses. I wake up at night, loved her dearly, traded in my tears for a Range Rover. Transformation, you ain't felt grief till you felt it sober. I remember looking in the mirror, knowing I was gifted. Only child, me for 7 years, everything for Christmas. Family ties, they accused my cousin. Did he touch you, Kendrick? Never lied, but no one believed me when I said he didn't. Frozen moments, still holding on to it, hard to trust myself. I started rhyming, coping mechanism to lift up myself. Talked to my lawyer, told me not to be so hard on myself. He has an aura I hope to achieve if I find some help. Congratulations, made to be famous, still feel uneasy. Water watching, live my life in nature, only thing relieves me. Spirit guiding, whisper in my ear, tell me that she sees me. Did he touch you? I said no again. They still didn't believe me. Mother's broken, mother's brother said he got revenge for my mother's face, black and blue, the image of my queen that I can't erase. Till this day, can't look her in the eyes. The pain is taking over. Blame myself. You never felt guilt until you felt it sober. Wow. I was never high. I was never drunk, never out of my mind. I needed control. They handed me smoke, but I still declined. I did it sober with myself. I went through all the emotions, no dependence except for one. Let me bring you closer. Intoxicated, there's a lustful nature that I failed to mention. Insecurities that I project sleeping with other women. Whitney's hurt. The purest soul I know. I found her in the kitchen asking God, where did I lose myself and can it be forgiven? Broke me down, she looked me in my eyes. Is there an addiction? I said no, but this time I lied. I knew that I can't fix it. Pure soul, even in her pain, know she cared for me, gave me a number, said she recommended some therapy. I asked my mama why she didn't believe me when I told her no. I never knew she was violated in Chicago. I'm sympathetic. Told me that she feared it happened to me. For my protection, though it never happened, she wouldn't agree. Now I'm affected. 20 years later, traumas resurface. Amplified as I write this song, I shiver because I'm nervous. I was 5, questioning myself, lone for many years. Nothing's wrong, just results on how them questions made me feel. I made it home, 7 years of tour, chasing manhood. But Whitney's gone. By the time you hear this song, she did all she could. All those women gave me superpowers, what I thought I lacked. I pray our children don't inherit me and the feelings I attract. A conversation that not being addressed in black families, a devastation haunting generations of humanity. They raped our mothers, then they raped our sisters, and they made us watch. Then they made us rape each other. Psychotic torture between our lives we ain't recovered, still living as victims in the public eyes who pledge allegiance. Every other brother has been compromised. I know the secrets of every other rapper sexually abused. I see them daily burying their pains in chains and tattoos. Ooh, okay. Chains, tattoos. So listen close before you start to pass judgment on how he moved. Learn how he coped whenever his uncle had to walk him from school. His anger grows deep in misogyny. This is post-traumatic black family and a sodomy. Today is still active. So I set free myself from all the guilt that I thought I made. So I set free my mother from all the hurt she titled shame. Oh, wow. Damn. Okay. Drake, you a cold nigga, man. Yo, Drake over here clowning that nigga. Yo, Kendrick having a whole therapy session about him getting his booty hole fondled with. You know what I mean? A nigga was fingering Kendrick Lamar when he was like 5 or something, and Drake making it a fucking joke. This is crazy. Yo, this rap beef, this ain't no joke. He says, yo, mother I. So I'm back to Drake's lyrics on this song. Mother I, mother I, mother I. Wait a second. That's one record where you say you got molested. Fuck me. I just made the whole connection. This is about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This is when your father leave you at home alone with no protection, so neglected. This is why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with. It's excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you never know affection. I don't want to diss you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play. You probably start reflecting. See, I never been with no underage, but I now understand why this is the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd be arrested. I'm way too famous for that shit you suggested. But that's not the lesson. That's clearly a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant, talk about breeding resentment. Holy shit. Nah, Drake pen sharp. Nah, Drake in his bag. Drake doing to Kendrick what Kendrick kind of has been doing to him. I like that. Psychoanalyzing that nigga, give him a therapy session. See, I'm not sure how to ease a sentiment. That's just too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents. Ooh. So basically, he's talking about Kendrick recovering from allegedly being molested and another man allegedly fucking his girl and getting her pregnant. He said, but you a piece of shit. So this shit, really no coincidence. Drake is not a name you gonna see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mention a minor or A minor, but niggas got a B sharp. What? And tell the fans, who was it? What? We'll get back to that. He says, you mentioned A minor, but niggas got a B sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I slit your throat with a razor and do Rick Ross air like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dog, not a peacemaker. Bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass is in extreme danger. Stop buying views and bot comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't want to fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping on R. Kelly, you can thank the savior, because they said if they deleted his music, then your music is going too. Hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you, sounding like you selling commissary when you need some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn it into a cloud chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like I'm Fantasia. And Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I'll hit you back, it's going to be a lot safer. I promise. Ooh, this sounds like a battle rap joint. I ain't going to lie. Then the outro was, I'm not going to lie. This was some good exercise. It's good to get out and get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor. But it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out, though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finesse you into telling a story that don't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one to try to cover up that shit. I would like that one. That would be on some shit that I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some old other bullshit. But, at least your fans getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I could motivate you. Bring you back to the game like, okay. Wow. All right. Run it back real quick, and then we'll get into some obvious comparisons. Now let me see you prove it, just go.
The Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connect, stand up, not fall down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with, it's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore, this really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why that's the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted, I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment, the shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dawg, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and bot comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records, I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. And Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one and try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game, like, you know. But just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor, like.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then. I don't know. Yo, Rick Ross is incessant. He will not stop. Ross got some more words.
White boy, I hear you bowing out. It's obvious. You can't take it. You know ain't nobody playing a song about pedophilia, defending pedophilia in a club. We don't do that. But this ain't over the Ricky Rose say it's over, right? Cause you tapping out, you know everybody see it. But, like I said, we finna party tonight, and it ain't over till the boss says so. You hear me? White.
Oh my God.
Listen, we keeping Drake away from the car show because the kids are welcome. Nobody with that background, no, shall be allowed on the Promised Land premises. Listen, we keeping Drake away from the car show because the kids are welcome. Nobody with that background.
Alrighty then. Supposedly, I guess this guy's in Kendrick's camp. He responded, DJ Head. Let's hear this. He from the West Coast too. Let me hear this. I wish I could fast forward. I can't. Okay. We gonna get anything or no?
Couple things. Okay. First thing.
By the way, this is again. This looks like Kendrick Lamar's official spokesperson. He's from the West Coast. He's been telling us allegedly when Kendrick finna drop and what Kendrick's finna do. So again, because I can't get even no word from PG Lang nor Kendrick, I gotta believe this is a spokesperson. So let's hear him out.
There's a show that's gonna air, which we filmed today. There's a show that's gonna air. We filmed it today with Elliot Wilson and I and Jeremy Hecht. And I said that on this show, I said the only way that this ends is if he puts a white flag up. If you just listen to what I just listened to, that's what it sounded like to me.
Huh?
So, unfortunately, I have it on good knowledge that he's cooked and he's done and he lost. So do with that information what you will, but he's cooked, he lost. That's the sentiment.
What is this thing doing?
So shout out to the DJs. Make sure you get that record, get that shit going. And all you journalists, start working on your recaps. Because that didn't warrant a response. And if nothing else, I don't see anything else coming from this. That's it. I told you from the beginning, don't play with that boy. Stop playing with him. I also said from the beginning, just go make bops. Just go make your records. Go do your thing, bro. Leave him alone. The song, the what he just dropped right now was a really sad display of. It was terrible, bro. And I'm not even.
Hey, let me get this nigga on the line. Does anybody got a contact to this nigga? I want to get this nigga on the line. Try to get this thing on the line. Give me 1 second.
And biases aside, like I've been 100% completely biased in this whole thing, as I should be, because these are the homies and my lineage and whatnot. And for those of you who don't know me and don't know who I am, cool, it's fine. Just, ask somebody from my city. Ask somebody, it don't matter. That being said, yeah. That man at the end basically said what he said, and to me, not only to me, but to others, it sounded like the Canadian was white flagging. So
Could somebody get me
go compare all of the records, put together your little think pieces and memes and whatever you're gonna do. But to me, the Heart Part 6 sounded like a white flag, and it was a terrible one at that. So he's cooked. It's over. He lost.
I ain't gonna lie.
West Coast.
Yo, niggas on the West Coast is dumb biased. This is crazy. Niggas from the West Coast is crazy biased. Like, this is crazy. All right, anyway. Good. I'm gonna see if I can get that guy actually on the line. Let me say this. It's kind of like the drops by each artist has been a little bit confusing, and I wish the Hard Part 6 was going against Meet the Grams. I don't know if I could do that, but this is like a battle. I don't know if we necessarily have rules like that. Let's put the two attempted club joints against each other, Not Like Us against Family Matters, and let's put Meet the Grams versus the Hard Part 6. This is how I'm going to score him, okay? I'm going to put an X by the winner of each round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 5 rounds. If, again, you could choose whether or not to count this first round, but we're going to do it just for, argument's sake. Like that, let's give it an X, okay? Even though I think First Person Shooter is a more lyrical song, I think J. Cole, even though we want to call him J. Fold or whatever the case is, I think he's had one of the best verses of the last year on First Person Shooter, but basically he didn't stand on shit. Like that was inciting shit, popping shit. He made a great moment, so we're going to give Like That the win, all right? Push-Ups versus Euphoria. In my personal opinion, Euphoria is a slow song. It takes a while for you to get into the shit. Not gonna lie, that third verse where the beat really gets aggressive, I do think Kendrick goes crazy. I do think Kendrick overall delivered a good conceptual diss, but I'm gonna be honest with you, my nigga, like, if I gotta listen for 3-4 minutes to hear what you mad about, nigga, I'm sorry, dog. Push-Ups was right to the point, violating all type of niggas. Metro, shut your bitch ass up and make some drums, nigga. I'm sorry. I'm giving Push-Ups the win versus Euphoria, even though I still think Euphoria is a fire song. Okay, let's go to the next round. This is only my opinion. Y'all could go with y'all opinion. Y'all could make the same list and y'all could have whatever song versus whatever. I'm trying to put shit that makes sense against each other. And the only two switches I made, I put Not Like Us versus Family Matters and the Hard Part 6 versus Meet the Grams. Okay. Next thing. Tailor-Made Freestyle versus 616 in LA. I'm going to be honest with you. Y'all all know I've been a very huge proponent and favorite. I really like Tailor-Made Freestyle. At that time, we got to think about the time, okay? I don't know how this is going to age, but if you were present in that time when people thought that Kendrick might not respond and Drake was really seeming super aggressive, like, yo, what's good? Where's the battle? Him dropping a really creative song using AI when people thought the initial disses may have been AI and we heard some other diss songs that were AI that we realized weren't the artists. He utilized AI to change his voice to two legendary people from the West Coast to kind of give Kendrick a pep talk to kind of engage. Very creative, very lyrical. I liked it. Some people didn't like it, but I liked it. 616 in LA. I'm going to be honest with you. I do think 616 in LA kind of was that shit. You feel what I'm saying? It was a timestamp record, beat Drake in his own game, even though Drake tried to beat Kendrick in his own game with like a AI Dr. Dre beat. I think Kendrick did an amazing job on 616 in LA, and I'm going to actually go with 616 in LA. So if we're up to this point, I got it Kendrick 2, Drake won. Here's the next one. We got Family Matters versus Not Like Us. Now, here's the thing, and this is why it was important for me to switch them. Because if it's Family Matters versus Meet the Grams, right? If I'm going sequentially and chronologically, Family Matters is a song that's almost a club type bop, but it has 3 beat changes, right? Meet the Grams, it has about 3 or 4 verses, but I believe it's an Alchemist beat. It's like a little eerie beat. They're not in the same tempo. They're just very different songs. Maybe we should do that because I don't want to rewrite the battle. Actually, yeah, let me do that. Let's do that, right? Let's put Meet the Grams back up here, and let's put Not Like Us because we're gonna go sequentially, right? So Family Matters versus Meet the Grams. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm rocking with Meet the Grams. I'm gonna give you a couple reasons why. First and foremost, Drake planted evidence that Kendrick used to create Meet the Grams. Yo, you got a kid, blah, blah, blah. He sent the nigga off on a dummy mission. Also, Family Matters, the 3 beats changes, the drill beat in the middle is fire. The same joint that Kendrick kind of pops out to, or he makes mention on Euphoria saying he's at New Hope King, blah, blah. Yo, Drake pulls up there. You feel what I'm saying? The van, even though it's not the same van, the replica of the Good Kid, Mad City van, grabs it, crushes one of them bitches, right? He puts, like, we ain't even getting to the full, like, little illusions in there. Yo, the ring he holds up at the end is almost, I don't even know if it's the same ring, but it's supposedly meant to symbolize the ring of Kendrick's baby mama, Whitney, basically saying, yo, listen, that engagement ring you gave her like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago, nigga, I got it now, nigga. You ain't married that chick at all, right? Further poking into whatever situations they got. Again, I'm rocking with Family Matters over Meet the Grams. And if we're at that point, remember, it's 5 rounds so far. There's 10 songs. Like That, Kendrick. Push-Ups, Drake. 616, Kendrick. Family Matters, Drake. Then we get to this last round. We got Not Like Us versus The Hard Part 6. I'm gonna not vote on this round because both songs are very new and we just got the Hard Part.
Man, this whole situation, I'm actually happy that this beef is happening, bro. You're learning so much on both sides. You feel me? The people who do content and stuff, they're eating so much off this, bro. Like, people who sit here and react and do all the extra stuff, like, they're eating so good off this beef. But man, Kendrick versus Drake. You feel me? I'm always Team Act, and we know Big Act is Team Drake. So you feel me? I'm gonna have a little bias towards Drake, but I gotta keep it a bean. A lot of people don't like Kendrick's first track, and shit. I mean, I messed with it heavy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Push Us versus Euphoria, which one is like the immediate better one? Like, if someone told me that they like Euphoria more than Push Ups, I'm not gonna sit there and argue with them. Like, you feel me? But if someone like sits there and says it's like so much better than Drake's is trash, come on, bro. Or if like someone said that Drake's Push Ups is like 30 times better than Euphoria, I'd be like, come on, bro. Cause keeping it a bean, bro, one isn't like superiorly better than the other. Like, they're both good songs. That's like round one. And then you could put Taylor Made against the 616 in LA that Kendrick just dropped. Who's up? I have no clue. Kendrick's enjoying himself though. Kendrick knows what he's doing, bro. And I'm loving this, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Every single bar, I will say this about Kendrick though. Every single bar that Kendrick says, or every verse, there is a bigger meaning behind it. You just have to figure it out. That's one thing with Kendrick that with him specifically, I like. Like, it's like his bars come with like, you have to go and search to like find out what he means. But then after you figure out, you're like, what? Like, he's giving us clues about a lot of stuff. So we just gotta wait there and see. You feel me? how Academics is doing the countdown. Day 1 no drop, day 2 no drop, day 3 no drop. I feel like Drake is gonna drop on day 6 because he's the sixth guy. So I feel like he's gonna wait until day 6. That's my what's it called? You feel me? My guess that he's gonna drop on day 6. If I'm right, I wouldn't really be surprised. But if he drops before that, awesome. If he drops after that, cool. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna respond before Kendrick responds. So you feel me? Will Drake drop another back to back? We just gotta wait and see. Will he not? You feel me? I don't know, bro. Kendrick is not Meek. Is the biggest thing I will say. He is not Meek. Like, I don't know why. Like, overall artist, Drake is bigger, but in rap alone, like as rap fans, like the old heads, the young bulls and all that stuff, like everyone, majority of people would pick Kendrick, like especially in America. A lot of people rock with Kendrick, bro. A lot of people rock with Kendrick, bro. So hey, but overall, we know Drake's bigger, but just rap alone, man. And like y'all, there's no point in doing like the money back and forth. I'm glad they're not doing the money back and forth. Like, oh, I got more money than you. Like Ross. Ross's big thing is money, but like it's hard doing the money thing with someone who most likely has more money than you. You feel me? So, which who do y'all think got more money, Rick Ross or Drake? I mean, they said Drake made like $100 and some million just off his tour, bro. Drake could tour every like twice or 3 times every single year and probably make over $200 million easy, probably profit off touring if you really want to. I think Rick Ross is making a lot of money. I don't know where Rick Ross is making his money from, but I don't think he's making that kind of money. Plus, Drake got like the steak deals and all that stuff. I think Rick Ross is making money, but I don't think he's making like that kind of money. I think Ross probably makes like probably I don't know. How does Rick Ross make his money? Because it's not music. He doesn't have that many artists signed. Like, is his franchises really making that much money? Like, I know franchises they could make like 300, 400K a year, but like, how many does Ross have? How he's making that much? Is he making like 5 million a month or something? Like, I feel like Ross, the way he acts, he got to be at least making at least 50 million a year. But I think Drake's making more than that. But I don't know. Who knows? I mean, man, Drake, go and look at how much money Drake is making off his tour. Drake's easy making like at least 100 mil for like the past however many years. Well, he signed his $500 million allegedly contract to plus touring, plus all his other deals. Man, Drake is probably a billionaire right now. Like in assets, probably not liquid, but in assets, he's probably a billionaire. Let's keep it a bean. But man, it's crazy, bro. I told you it gets crazy. But we just gotta wait and see how everything goes. You feel me? I'm a fan of hip hop. As I said before, I have a bias towards Drake, but I am a fan of hip hop. I'm enjoying this. If Kendrick drops a back to back esque song and he demolishes Drake, I'll keep it a bean. You demolish Drake. But until then, you feel me? I feel like you feel me? We just gotta wait and see who drops the song to demolish the other person, which has not been dropped yet. We just gotta wait and see. It's your boy Big Act News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.